this is where you want to go.
Hello guys, I'm the Amastorian, and I'm here with a book series review. I'm gonna try to review a book series by Terry Goodkind. It's the Sword of Truth series. Maybe some of you have read it already. If so, give me your thoughts in the comments, please. If you haven't, please go and read it. It's really good. So, let's get to it. I've divided up my review in several parts, so you can get somewhat of an idea how this book is. The plot is it's a quite good plot, yeah. It's not very childish. It's very good in information what one character does, another one doesn't have a clue about, and acts on the information he has. There's no plot holes. Although it can be quite black and white. Good versus evil. Very black and white. At least in the first part of the book series, where the main antagonist, the Dark and Rawl, is becoming a sort of a henchman for the big for the keeper, sort of the devil, the keeper of the dead, so to speak, the devil. And he tries to take over the world by opening the boxes of Orden to take control over everybody's mind. He becomes sort of the main character for evil, while the other main antagonist becomes a more philosophical enemy, as he becomes the enemy for more of a way of thinking. Well, the plot becomes here after Dark and Rawl dies. It becomes a struggle between sort of capitalism and communism, where the main character Richard becomes the, shall we say, main hero for the capitalism, and the Jigang the Just becomes the hero for the communism. And the Imperial Order, as Jigang leads, are so vicious all the time, everywhere. No matter who they conquer or how they conquer, they always rape everybody. They murder everybody. It's nothing human about them anywhere. So it gives this book series gives you the idea that capitalism is just the way to live, and if you want to be evil, you go for communism. That's more or less what this book series says. Although the plot works, it is a very good plot. It's very entertaining. The characters, Richard Cypher, or Rawl, since Dark and Rawl, the main enemy, rapes his mother and fathers his own enemy. So, okay. Talk a twist of faith. His wife, Kaylin, a confessor, sort of a magicianish woman that can turn someone's mind completely inside out and turn them into sort of a slave for her. Sedicus Sul Surander, or Sed for short. A wizard and Richard's grandfather who teaches him and helps him on the way. And the magic system here in this book series is quite good. Actually, it's one of the better I've read about. It's comprised of 2 parts. Adjective, meaning you can magically add to something, or subjective, meaning you could take something away. And those 2 parts work together very, very well. A very simple idea, but very effective when you put them together. It's very, very effective, okay? Also in this book series there are prophecies, and the idea of prophecy is, I've always find very bad in book series, because they always get it so messed up. The idea that you're supposed to, okay, in this dusty old book it says I'm supposed to do this, so I have to do it because it says so. No. You do what you want to because you want to, or because you have to, not because it says so in a dusty old book. And that is taken into account here. Free will balances magic, or in this case prophecy, that is a form of magic. So that is taken into account here. Also, complexity. What happens if you take a part of a prophecy? Well, what says you have to make this choice? What is a prophecy? A prophecy is just a way of saying you might do this, or you might do that, or you might do this. And this book series takes that into account and explains it as forked prophecies, where a turn of events can take either this path or that part, depending on which way you go. It also takes an account for something they call for a double bind prophecy, meaning that it's a turn of event that makes the person, forces him to take a specific kind of action, as in when Jagang invokes starts a form of prophecy where he starts a plague, where he forces Richard to either watch the people die in the plague, or he says, the prophecy says, if he's supposed to save the people, he has to be betrayed by Kaelan, his wife, in order to save the people. And this kind of things is taken into account, and that is quite exceptional. It's quite exceptional in these kinds of books, I think. It also takes into account for dead prophecies, or dead branches as they call them, meaning that these are supposed to be prophecies that never occurred for one reason or another, meaning that if forked prophecy took that turn event, then this turn of events that didn't happen becomes a dead branch. The text, the book, doesn't just disappear. It's just useless. but how do you know which one is useless? Which one? Could be quite dicey to know which one when prophecies usually are pretty hard to understand. So, the conclusion of this. Also, this book series was actually turned into a TV series also, called The Legend of the Seeker, and it is quite different from the book series. Very different actually, and not always in a good way. As usual, books are usually better, but they did it. Although the conclusion, this book series is really good. I totally recommend it, and it's a quite long one. It's I think 14 books in English, and in the Swedish versions they split up all the books in English books into two or even 3 parts when they made them in Swedish. So they're pretty long, but very worthwhile reading. That's it for now. Stay tuned. Bye bye.
Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe.